The Americans have completely lost the original vision of crypto. Today, all the popular channels are talking about, is this crypto video game going to be fun? Can I get an NFT that proves my Rolex is authentic on your blockchain? When meanwhile, overseas in places like Turkey and Uganda, where Kaspa is actively integrating itself with the community, getting its payment system in line, ready to launch, their paycheck can get cut in half in 30 days from inflation alone. So cryptocurrency is a matter of life and death. Overseas, this is how they're picking up the sword against their oppressive fiat banking rulers. Joan of Arc, George Washington, and Satoshi Nakamoto have all been fighting the same enemy. This is where the demand for Kaspa comes into play. It's the demand to escape fiat, specifically overseas. While Kaspa and Bitcoin share the same vision, their connections go even deeper. On the first block of Bitcoin, there was an encrypted hidden message. It says, "The Times, 03 January 2009, Chancellor on the brink of a second bailout for banks." This is the front page of a very popular European newspaper. Copies of that exact newspaper sell for $1 million. Kaspa also has a hidden message encrypted on the first block. It's a Bible passage, Ezra 7:18. "Whatever seems good to you and your brothers to do with the rest of the silver and gold, you may do according to the will of your God." So this is almost a signature of Satoshi, who is in fact Yonatan. Now, we had our artificial intelligence do a deep dive to figure out if he truly is Satoshi. You guys remember Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber? How he got busted was when he published his manifesto in Penthouse magazine. Speaking of penthouses, you wonder why we don't produce as much content as the guys that are living in their mom's basement. We are on the 40th story of Las Vegas Boulevard. The artificial intelligence found 5 matches in the writing style of Satoshi to Yonatan, and we're listing them on the screen right now. Of course, Satoshi's final official tweet was he just wrote out the word noir, which means to bring into the light from the darkness, to reveal in Arabic. As we know, Kaspa is also Arabic for silver. Now, there may be a hidden message in Hebrew as well. If you take Yonatan Saplinsky and you unscramble all of the words, you can make out in Hebrew the words for "I am" and the words for "the one who takes revenge." And there's still a few leftover characters. Those leftover characters spell out Satoshi. So Yonatan Saplinsky really means "I am the one who takes revenge, Satoshi." There are also these super nerds who have gone through Trace the Genesis block trying to match IP addresses, taking the top 10 coding guys, because realistically, there's only a few handfuls of people that could have possibly even created this. It would be like winning a Mortal Kombat 10 or a chess tournament online. There's only so many people that it could possibly be in the world. And from narrowing down these IP addresses and nodes and other people that were chipping in to help Bitcoin going, he's still the #1 active candidate. Yonatan is, of course, constantly hinting to the fact that, yes, he is indeed Satoshi. As Crypto Phoenix pointed out in this Twitter post, he listens to this entire AMA with Yonatan where he quotes, "I am not taking lightly to building another coin." Alex Van de Sandy posted this research he did on Bitcoin where there's a large wallet of Bitcoin gone missing that he believes is Satoshi's original wallet, speculating that Satoshi may actually be dead. Where Yonatan then replies, "No, I'm alive. I had just lost my private keys." So why would you hide? Why not just come out in the open and reveal yourself as Satoshi? Because a man has flaws, and Yonatan, whose virtues, just like the Bitcoin visions, are very true. But an idea is absolutely indestructible. Now that we all can clearly understand the vision of Bitcoin, how many of us wish we could turn back the clock and become an original Bitcoin pioneer? Well, we still can be part of something original with the Bitcoin vision here in Kaspa, which has recently launched. We did a ton of research into the large wallets, and they were all just loading up around 4 or 5 cents. So we're still massively early. All the research that we did to put this together was brought to us from Agent GPT. I know a lot of you guys are using Google, and you can already figure out why Google has extremely jaded answers, specifically when researching anything finance related, specifically crypto. Using Agent GPT will give you a whole new wealth of knowledge, and it's going to be part of the Patreon that we're putting together right now. We have a 24-point checklist, which is how we found out enough information to figure out Carlson coin. You guys know, like that kind of meme-ish mine coin that just came out is actually named after Olson Carlson, who's the man who seed funded Kaspa. He's an ex-Coinbase executive who's working for Polychain Capital, which is an off-the-books extension of Coinbase investments. Nobody else online has figured this out because nobody's using Agent GPT to do their research. My personal background is in franchising mom and pop businesses. What this means is creating a system through checklists and vetted processes to repeat the exact same result over and over again. And I believe that we can do this with crypto, specifically crypto vetting. Of course, we called out Kaspa this summer on July 10th at right around 2 cents. But we also just on October 30th called out the layer 1 Zetrics and TIA, both right around $5. And since then, they've had a double up and a triple up in gains in just 45 days. Now, of course, we're Kaspa maxis. We do not believe in over diversifying. We think every dollar that you don't put into your best idea is indefinitely a mistake. But eventually, over time, from your savings and then the gains on them through Kaspa, you're almost forced into diversification, forced into leverage position, and that's where our study of technical analysis comes into play. We're going to be breaking down great statistics later this week of the bull flag pattern and how that's playing out on the Kaspa charts right now, while incorporating that into our original idea theory known as origin trend lines, which are repeating trend lines. You can't find these in the stock market. It only works in crypto, probably because of the halving, maybe the emission schedules. Stay tuned for the Patreon coming out, and we will catch you guys on the next one.